Greetings, friends. Once again, we continue with Professor Layton and the AZRAN legacy. Another episode full of puzzles and adventure. And I'm more than excited to see where we will travel next. It turns out that Bud was the one holding the egg. He passed it on to Aurora in an attempt to bring a smile to her face. Now, one step closer to their goal, Layton and the others can move on and continue with their adventure elsewhere. That is pretty much 2 locations completed out of 5. Before we head any further, allow me to check if we have any other puzzles pending. Not yet so far, which is strange, but I guess this is still not the end of the chapter. You would assume that every single one of those locations would be its own chapter, but strangely they're not. The joy of discovery, one finds the archaeological pursuit is just as prominent, if not more so, in aviation. What does Raymond have to say for us? It's just like being in a house that floats through the air. Okay, I guess our next destination seems to be the desert, where we're down Ponji with Don Sangria, and our next destination seems to be the desert. If the map in the AZRAN Dome is accurate, then there should be an egg somewhere in this vicinity. The land is arid, yet the ore paints the landscape in a beautiful hue. The nearby town is surrounded on all sides by rocky mountains. Locating the egg might prove difficult. I agree. I can only sense a faint resonance of the AZRAN. Then it seems we will have a long journey ahead of us. Let us begin by talking to the locals. From the map we can see it seems to be a pretty colorful village, which at first glance when you hear the word desert it is not immediately where your mind might go to. But this looks inviting, to say the least. It's so dusty out here. According to Professor Sycamore, this is the town of Torrido. Torrido? I've never heard of it before. I don't think I've seen anything that looks like AZRAN ruins around here. The people of Torrido are sure to be more familiar with the area than we are. It never hurts to ask around. Well then, time to get down to business. That is, as soon as we find someone. It is unusually quiet for a town at this time of day. Look, there is someone now. Let's see what this fellow has to say. Jesse? Hey, a word of advice from me to you? We don't take kindly to stagers here in Torrido. Wow, you talk just like they do in cowboy films. So must be a Wild West inspired town. Howdy there, partner. A fine day for rustling some cattle, ain't it? Yeehaw! What? I don't think you heard me straight, boy. You hightail it out of here if you don't come back, you hear? I can't say this has been the warmest of welcomes. Is there a particular reason for your hostility, sir? Yeah, because in the island of Ponji and the previous city that we went to, people were extremely kind to us. Sure is. You folks, you see, you shouldn't be here. And unless you're a tough nut like me, you ain't gonna last 10 seconds in this town. Everyone, run for your lives! It's the Old Red! Oh, Old Red? Yikes! Somebody called the sheriff! It didn't take much for that tough nut to crack. It seems unwise to linger here. Let's follow the man. Before we do that though, we should investigate for hint coins. Like that one. Or that one. Or that one. Nothing in the barrel, that's strange. You can interact with those doors. Anything in the chimneys or in that house up there? I don't know why anyone would want to live on the edge of a cliff. Another hint coin. Oh, there's a card moving over there. Huh. I do enjoy, from the 3D entries in the LAYTON series, I do enjoy how many interactable things are out there. And the backgrounds. Oh, cutscene.
Hmm?
What?
There it is.
That must be old Red.
Some sort of wolf creature. Urgh. I was definitely not expecting that. I was expecting some sort of evil cowboy of sorts. Did you see that? It's the egg! We found it at last, Macaw! Buzz was right then. Get in position. Don't let it get away! Robin, you Nitwit, get back here! Professor, it's Sergeant! Yes, this is very worrying. Even more worrying is the fact that the egg appears to be hanging around the wolf's neck. Well, at least now we know why the streets are virtually deserted. Those men run straight after the wolf. Come on, Professor, we have to hurry. Look, stay calm. We have already lost sight of them. Besides, it would be ill-advised to give chase without first finding our bearings. Right, we should ask around first. Do you think that men will be more willing to help now that his Doraemon ego has popped? Only one way to find out. The residents of the desert town of Toredo live in fear of a mighty wolf they called Old Red. Every time the beast makes its way into town, the people flee. But why does Old Red need to come to Toredo in the first place? Old Red is certainly a fearsome sight to behold, and yet he left as quickly as he arrived, without harming anyone or destroying anything. I guess we'll find out. Hint coin? Oh, a hidden puzzle, it seems. Hey, look, a hidden puzzle. This is puzzle 64. Thick as Thieves. These trio of criminal brothers have committed so many crimes together that even their breathing has become synchronized. One of their favorite robbery techniques involves two of the brothers dropping stolen goods down from above, while the third brother handles their cart. In order to keep the cart balanced, however, the weight must be distributed evenly in a square shape. Can you help the brothers get away with another big haul? Okay. Okay. Use the stylus to slide the rover's card left and right. Touch the icon on the right side of the screen to drop an item. Okay. The top bubble on top of the screen shows the order the rovers will throw the stolen goods in, going from left to right. Move the card around and ensure the pieces fall into tiny squares. Okay. Okay. No, I don't like that. Hold on. I'll move it a little bit to right. I would like to start. Okay. That's quite the big piece. I'm not sure in what order it's gonna fall. Let me see. Okay. In that case, we'll move it a few spaces to the left. Okay, that works, actually. In what order is this one gonna fall? not in my preferred order, so I'll just move these all the way here. That's good. Okay, what about that one? That actually works. I'm gonna assume that pink one should be on top of the yellow one, considering they are the same width. That works. I don't have to worry as much about that one. This one, on the other hand, I'm gonna assume it's gonna go upside down, and it's gonna be on top of the purple protruding one there, almost in the middle. So around here, I'll say. Yes. As for the last one... Well, one... Oh, I see how this is gonna play out. Okay. And then maybe around here. Aha! Marvelous.
Right, I'm all set. I'm in top form today.
Perfect job. That one was definitely worth the effort. The vermin's gone? Well, gee, that's a relief. Hello again. You folks again? Look, I ain't no yellow belly. Just get out already. You came to the wrong place at the wrong time. One moment, if I may. It's not fair to say the wolf we saw earlier is the cause of Torito's troubles, is it not? Yeah, what you saw just now was all red. But 3 weeks ago, he started coming down from yonder mountains. Could you tell us which mountain exactly? Not a chance, Missy. You go up there and he'll gobble you up faster you can shake that rattlesnake. But if you're still fixing for an early grave, go see the sheriff about it. He'll be in the saloon. Well, we got some more info out of him. Anything else to interact with around here? Aside from hint coins? The cowboy canteen. Alright, but what about cowgirls, eh? Another hint coin. Anything in the distance we can interact with? Hint coins. This wooden thing is full of water. What is it for, Professor? Okay, this is quite the nice canteen. Despite the panic outside, this room exudes goodwill and cheer. Why is that? The people here seem to be celebrating the fact that they survived the encounter with Old Red, rather than dwelling on the fear. That man inside said the sheriff would be in here, but I don't see anyone who looks like a sheriff, do you? I'm gonna assume it's this gentleman here. There was a hint coin inside the steak. Wow, look how long this hot dog is, Professor. That was a big steak indeed, Fairy. Also, I hope you're doing okay. Toast. Another hint coin. What an impressive set of antlers. Another hint coin. Tempted so quickly, all for a hint coin. Are we sure Maggie didn't break the fourth wall for it? Knowing her, I wouldn't be impressed in the slightest. Look, Professor. Look at this leg of ham. That is pretty big. What a fine leg of cured ham. It smells absolutely divine. A puzzle. Ain't seen you around these parts, little lady. Where'd you hail from? Me? I'm from the AZRAN. Oh, AZRAN, yep. I think my cousin Doug took a trip there last summer. Fine place. Say, you're game for a game of cards? I'll deal. Puzzle. A cards puzzle, it seems. Okay. Cards on the table. Puzzle 65. Now, see here, little missy, here's the game. Don't worry, it's simple enough, even if you ain't never played it before. Look at cards 1, 2, and 3. Each time I've lined up the same 4 cards. Some of them face up, some of them face down. On the touchscreen, you'll see I've lined out 4 cards once again. If you turn over one of these cards and produce a diamond, you win. Okay. Well, little lady, which card are you gonna flip? Okay. Making a diamond? Glen Gargan mentioned, my eyes are glued to the screen. Okay. Which card is the diamond? Look at hands 1, 2, and 3. Each time I line up the same 4 cards, some of them face up, some of them face down. On the touchscreen, you'll see I've lined up the 4 cards once again. If you turn over one of these cards and produce a diamond, you win. And produce a diamond. There's a joker in there as well. So there's 5 types of cards that we're dealing with here. So okay. If it's the club card itself. Because he mentioned it's the same 4 cards, but there's 5 faces in total. Which, if I was actually the same 4 cards, it would be impossible unless they're not the same on the other side. So
I'm fairly sure about this.
marvelous.
Oh, I did it!
Cheating gentleman. Now that's how you play cards. Derringer! Oh, you got a lot to answer for, you chiseler? Sure, if it was just a friendly little game. There were nothing to worry about it, I swear. Oh, I always thought you was low, but cheating an innocent girl at a game of cards? You better make tracks. Pronto. Well, he received what he asked for. It's amazing, no matter how many places we visit, there are always con men, no matter where we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. That Derringer might be a bit sly, and he may have terrible sense of humor, but I guess they don't hear really about egg. Anyhow, you folks must be from another country or some such. What brings you out here in this deadbeat town? We're looking for something. The wolf you call All Red has the item we seek around its neck. You want to meet All Red? With all due respect, you folks must be off your rocker. But if you're serious, listen, this ain't really the place. Folks is celebrating, and I don't want to bring down the mood, you hear? Let's talk somewhere quieter. Meet me by the dried up creek just north of here. Okay. I guess let's go up. Anything to solve around here? Anything hidden perhaps? Any hint coins? That lizard is moving. Huh. The stages in the 3DS games are so lively. It's quite wonderful, honestly. Look at the clouds moving, the smoke from the chimneys, animals just walking around. It's just so nice. No disrespect to the original 2D games, of course, but my god. I do enjoy how the 3DS games look a lot. Some people might be against the characters' 3D models, but you cannot tell me that at least the environments are not better. Pardon me for back there. I just didn't want to cause a fuss the whole town, you know. You're afraid of the big wolf? I ain't denying it. That old boy causes us a heap of trouble whenever he pays us a visit. Now, I'm sure you ain't blind, but beyond our little oasis of calm, there is nothing but badlands as far as the eye can see. I figured his old watering hole dried up, so he made Torito his new favorite spot, if you catch my drift. That makes sense. Animals do what is required to survive. Yep. Now, I ain't saying I don't feel for the poor fellow, but if it goes on like this, folks don't want to live here no more. Besides, who's to say he won't make off with Derringer the like of one of his days for breakfast? We are well aware of the danger, Sheriff. Nevertheless, it is imperative that we find Old Red. I take it you would know where his den is? No backing down, eh? Oh, fine, but first you gotta help me with this here mystery. A puzzle. Puzzle 66. Fly in the coop. A farmer comes back to his kitchen coop to find the door open and all his chickens gone. He tells the sheriff, who works out either A, B, C, or D is responsible, but they're all pointing fingers at each other. A says it's B who's to blame. B says C is the culprit, no doubt about it. C says it's either A or B, but I'm not sure which. D says it's B or C, one of the two. Only one of these people is telling the truth. Can you work out who is to blame for this? Okay. Okay. Okay, if B is lying, that means C will be telling the truth, but that cannot be true because it's just one person. Probably the same goes for D as well. Is it A? Can check in the statements and... Is it person A?
My intuition should serve me well. A
Marvelous.
satisfying puzzle indeed.
Okay. Thunderation. So it was that feller. Guess I'll be sleeping easy tonight. Now, deal's a deal. I'll tell you what you want to know. Some folks have seen Old Red going into the old abandoned mine at 9. My guess is that that's where he sleeps. Now, I'm sure you got good intentions and all, but I want no more part of this. From here on, your lives are on no one's hands but your own. Please, for your own good, stay clear of the old boy. So, Old Red's den is somewhere in that mine, is it? Well, let's go and pay the old boy a visit. Leave it to me. I didn't understand that puzzle at all. You pay attention to the culprit's statements, and from there work out who's telling the truth and who's telling lies. You have to like put yourself in each scenario if each one is telling the truth and which one is telling lies. If one is the culprit, that means his statement must be false. But if that doesn't make any sense with the statements of the other ones, you work on again, using another person as the culprit in that scenario. Or at least that's how I did it. I don't think there's anything else to explore here, so we'll continue. Another cave. Already I can see some bones in here, so that doesn't bode very well. So this is the mine where Old Red lives. We'd best to be on our guard. Agreed. Look, it's very possible that he will have a bad temperament. He may not listen to you. To be on the safe side, we should have a backup plan. Oh, no need for that. I'm sure I can sort this out. It seems we're gonna have another case of Luke using his skills to talk to animals once again. Sand is slowly falling from the hole in the roof, topping up this pile. That doesn't bode well either. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is that a deer skull? Judging from the antlers? Ugh. Whoa, he's burning his fangs. This might not be a good sign. No? He seems to be in pain. I wonder if it's hunger, like the sheriff said. I hope not, because we just walked into his lair. Mind you, if he wanted to eat us, I'm sure he'd have done it by now. Oh dear, I'm not sure that's very comforting. Anyway, a gentleman never backs down from a challenge. I can do this. Old Red, please listen. We don't mean any harm. We just want to know what's wrong so we can help. There's no way I'm doing those sounds. Oh, you are? Oh, we can see his pupils, so I'm gonna assume that means he's slowly calming down. So that's why. What did he say? The reason he keeps visiting Toledo is because he wants to find the girl who once saved his life. Oh. He's adorable. Look at how his expression has changed. He went from ferocious wolf to puppy. He doesn't think he has very long left, and he wants to thank the girl before it's too late. So he's ill? I'm not sure, he just says that he's in terrible pain. He can't find the girl himself because every time he goes into town, the people just run away in fear. Maybe we could help him find the girl and he could give us his pendant. He's not keen on that idea. It's really precious to him. It was a gift from the girl, and now he wants to give it back. But she can't need the aura stone as much as we do. What should we do? Well, if it was in his possession, I want to do the same thing, so I think we should help him. He says the girl is quite short, and the last time he saw her, she was wearing a red scarf and had plain black hair. Come on, let's go back and find her. Okay. We have our objective now. We know what we're supposed to do. So let's do exactly that. A short girl with black hair. Sounds like my sister Cyan. Sheriff Flint, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were scared of the old boy. Ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, the only one who's happy about Old Red coming to pay us a visit is you. He may have good intentions, like you say, but all I take is one little accident and here we have one very angry mob hunting him down. Oh, don't make such a value. When's Old Red ever said anything about eating folk? That's the darnest thing I've ever heard. Lady, I reckon anyone who claims they can speak with the old boy is sure to be 2 rungs short of the ladder. Oh, that's rich. You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed yourself, Flint. Besides, a wolf or 2 might even be good for Toredo. I'll leave it up to this old bird. Wow, that lady is really having a go at the sheriff. Indeed, perhaps we should inquire. Good evening, Sheriff. Are we the lady whom you were arguing? Oh, that old gal? Well, we all got pieces of odds in us, but she's got just bigger pieces than most. I'm worried that one of these days she's gonna get herself in a whole lot of trouble. Heck, it's like this every time Old Red pays us a visit. Some say she's the one calling the beast over. What if she is the woman Red is looking for? But Old Red's just a gentle giant. I hope that bossy old woman isn't bullying him. Gentle giant? Oh, you got the eyes in front of your head, boy. Look here is, let's just say, a great lover of animals. He believes that deep down, they all have a gentle side. That's sweet, but I'm gonna slide it with the old lady just because it sounds nice. I reckon she's gone off her rocker. This isn't getting us anywhere. Come on, Professor, let's find the girl Old Red has been looking for. Alright. I suppose we can always continue our inquiry later. Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that, Sverry. Hopefully it gets resolved sooner than later. Daria? What brings you to this remote little town? Oh no, wait, you're Net's big scoop, I presume? On the ball as always, Desmond. Oh, can I get your opinion on something? I'm thinking of polishing this puzzle along with the Net's article. A puzzle? Okay, a feathered apple. Okay. Depicted on the touchscreen are 8 coasters of various shapes and sizes, artfully arranged to form an apple. These 8 coasters can also be arranged into the shape of an ostrich. Rearrange the 8 coasters to create an ostrich that's exactly the same shape as the one on screen. Okay, they can just be moved around, but not beyond the space that they're in. Okay. Okay. Let's start by moving things out of the way here. Okay, that would form the, this is clearly going to be the head. I appreciate that they let you have this silhouette. So we'll be able to move the feet around here. If we move this out of the way, I think the head should still go there. Now, this piece right here. Oh, wait. Perhaps we need some extra space here. And bam.
Let's try this.
Marvelous.
Puzzles are a tonic for the mind.
Good job. Not too bad. She's ignoring the rest of us. Well, I'd be delighted to. Let me just consult my extremely busy schedule. She's probably asking him for an interview of sorts. But I see no girl in here. Perhaps you should check the saloon this time around. Nobody here. Perhaps you should ask around if there's someone who fits that description. Suck the derringer. Well, look who it is. Listen, I'm awfully sorry about earlier. It's just that I was so relieved when all Red took to the hills. I might have gone a little overboard with the celebrations. Let bygones be bygones, Mr. Derringer. We were wondering if perhaps you could help us with something. Do you know of a girl in Torindo with plain hair and a red scarf? Plainted hair? Why, you must mean Scarlet. Better watch yourself. Hey Tia, welcome to the stream, and I am delighted to see you. Our favorite ship indeed. But now she'll be down at the saloon and tidying up the place. Wait. Where is the GIF? Are the redeem visuals not working for some reason? Has OBS broken another feature? No, it is there. Okay. It works. I will redeem Bears again for your sake once the cooldown goes away, since it was not visible on screen. A puzzle? Oh gosh, well, this isn't good. No, this ain't good at all. Not only the internet is more stable after what I did, but sometimes it pulls double or higher GPS. Okay. Miss Scarlet, do you require some assistance? Assistance for little old me? Why, thank you, sir. See, I've been hungering for a burger, but I don't forget the recipe. A burger-related puzzle, huh? Okay. Okay. Help Scarlet make a tasty burger by jumping ingredients over one another to stack them up. Make sure to follow these rules. Ingredients can only move by leaping vertically, horizontally, or diagonally over other ingredients. An ingredient cannot jump over two or more ingredients at the same time. Ingredients you jump over are removed from the counter and put onto the burger. You must finish with an ingredient in the middle of the grid and nowhere else. Okay, where to start with? This is quite the convoluted way of making a burger, but I guess it makes it more interesting. Okay, I do like the animations on the top screen. What to jump next? Maybe this? We'll follow the patty. And then this one right here. Then the tomato can jump the patty. And the cheese. And that would leave the tomato as the final ingredient.
You know, I think this may be it.
Marvelous.
Puzzle solving is a most gentlemanly pursuit.
Good job. That is one tasty looking burger. That was a tasty looking burger, and I want burgers. They are pretty tasty. Now that's a mighty mouth-watering burger right there. Good luck, good work. Wait, who are you folks anyway? I'm Luke, and this is Professor Layton. Indeed. Now then, Luke here and had a chat with old Red, and he said he would very much like to see you. Hold on a minute, you're saying you spoke with old Red? Oh, I knew it. Ain't no one believed me and Grandma, but we knew old Red was a kind soul. If they could see old Red for who he really is, they'd finally start taking Grandma seriously. Can you tell the old boy something for me? Tell him to stop scaring the living daylights out of everybody in Torrido. Ask him to try and make peace. I think that's something you should tell old Red yourself. Come on, let's go and see him. Gosh, now you're talking. You okay with this, Mr. Layton, sir? Consider yourself one of us, Miss Scarlet. Now, we had better go quickly if we wish to see old Red before the sun sets. As you can see, we have quite a sizable party if you pay attention to the small sprites on the screen on the left. Above the go and talk to older Red text, you will see little sprites going up and down of the characters currently in our party. I do love that detail. Also, we hit the 50 puzzles solved already, which tells me we might be a third of the way through the game already. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Serval. And welcome to the live stream. Here's your greeting emoji as usual. And now let's go talk to old Red. Back in the mines. And he's right there. Oh no! The people from Tarjan are already here too. Gotcha, you big stupid dog. Hand over the egg or you'll be sorry. Professor, what are they doing? This doesn't look good. Yeah, that is Big Red the Wolf. I also know, I do have a friend who happens to be a Red Wolf lady. Her name is Nanaki and she's wonderful. Robin, don't tell me. It is not loaded. What do we do? What do we do, Macaw? Uh-oh. Run! Robin, you ninny! Wait! Those two are the comic relief of the story, it seems. Phew, it's a good job they aren't the most dynamic duo. Look, old Red, we brought the girl. Oh, don't worry, you pretty big head anymore, old Red. I'm here now. So please, stop scaring the townsfolk. Do you think you can do that for me? It's okay. If you want to say something to her, I'll translate it for you. Look at this big puppy dog. Absolutely adorable. What? What's wrong? He says you're not the one he's looking for. What? But how? And I was so sure he'd taken a condom to me. Oh. I'm sorry, looks like we'll have to find someone else. She's looking the worse for wear. We better find the right girl before it's too late. I suppose we should go back to town and think about this. What if... I'm pretty sure it's the grandma. It could be the grandma. It doesn't make sense. Scarlet seemed the best fit for the description Old Red gave us. But Old Red said she didn't smell the same. Well, unless anyone here is actually a dog, I think we can rule out that method of investigation. I don't suppose we could just bring Old Red down here to sniff her out? No, that ain't gonna work. The moment anybody claps eyes on him, they'll hightail it out of here. We should also consider the possibility that the girl is not from Torrido. True, she could have merely been visiting like us. We could ask Grandma. There ain't never been a living soul the past year without her knowing about it. That sounds promising. Frankly, we could do with any lead at the moment, no matter how small it might be. Great. Well, her house is this one right here. Kinda hard to miss, really. Perfect. Then let's pay her a visit. We don't know how old Old Red is, despite the fact that he has old in his name, so we can assume very old. So, my theory is that it could be the grandma. Well, that's funny. I wonder where she is. Out shopping, perhaps? Not likely. Grandma hates going out. She almost never leaves. Oh, now I'm feeling rattled. I thought she might be taking a nap behind the big sewing doohickey, but there's no sign of her. Don't worry, Scarlet. There's no point in jumping to conclusions. Perhaps it would be best to wait here in case she happens to come back. You know, I wouldn't mind living in a cozy little cottage like this. Just look at these wonderful handcrafted furnishings. Original pieces like these add a real touch of character to the place. Oh, see, that's the photo frame? I made that one for Grandma. She was over the moon when I gave it to her. Do you mean that photo frame right there? Very nice. Wait, that photo... Oh, is that you, Scarlet? It looks really old. As it happens, no, that's Grandma back when she was my age. I knew it. It was the Grandma. They look identical. Is that so? What is it, Professor? I think I've worked out who the girl we're looking for is. However, I will need Scarlet's grandmother to confirm it. What in the blazes are you strangers doing in my home? Oh, Grandma, I was worried sick about you. Where in tarnation have you been? Scarlet, have these rascals been harassing you? You hush now, they're going to quick sharp. No, that's not it. Oh, Grandma, Old Red's been looking for someone who looks like me and we don't know who. There, not another word, darling. Wait, did you say Old Red? Scarlet, they must be hunters. Scum of the year they are. You know they'd turn up on Torrido's doorstep one day or another. Grandma, no, Mr. Layton and his pals ain't hunters. Oh, the end? Well then, Mr. Layton, why don't you tell me what you're doing out here then, eh? Madam, please, I assure you we intend no harm. We only wish to inquire about Old Red. No, you can't fool me with your gentle person act. Actually, I know it's just what'll make you show your true colors. A puzzle. She's dusting him. Puzzle 70. An ID trail. Trial. Okay. This country's national flag has the same design on its front and back. Would-be knights in this land undergo a series of grueling tests, one of which involves counting the numbers of squares there are on the national flag. Prove yourself worthy of the knighthood by working out how many squares are on this national flag. Prove yourself with a puzzle indeed. Okay. So it said it's the same amount on the back as on the front. Okay. I think there's more to this than just counting the small squares. There always is. Notice how some of them are yellow or some of them are white. Could you form bigger squares using the smaller ones, maybe? And perhaps a bigger one in the center? And using the green ones as well. So in total... That's 22. That's 22 squares. But that's not the answer either, because there is the same amount on the other side, which gives us 44 squares.
Let's shed some light on this one. Excellent, if I do say so myself.
Marvelous. I would imagine people tend to forget the one rule that says it has the same number of squares on the back as it does on the front. It had to be 44 there. You just work out the numbers on one side and that should give you, you just multiply by 2, which is 2 times that number obviously, and then you have your answer. Since you aren't fixing for trouble after all, what's your game? We would ask only that you come with us to see Old Red. What? You want to bring this lady along? I believe there has been a great misunderstanding. What do you mean, Professor? Do you recall that Old Red wished to see the girl that once saved him, yes? Yeah, and he gave a very specific description too. I was so sure we'd find her. On the contrary, with the description that we were given, it would be impossible to find this girl in the present day. Now, had we sought for her in the past, our conclusion might have been very different. Isn't that right, Miss Ruby? Now, how would a posse of strangers like you folk know something like that? Let's just say we were able to establish a means of communication with the resident wolf. That wolf has been desperately trying to contact you, the girl who once saved him, before his life expires. Oh, that poor fella. Well, I guess I should be thankful for you telling me this, now. I'd have gone sooner, but this fellow body can be a nuisance like you wouldn't believe. Well, what are we waiting for? Okay, now the grandma is part of the party. And now we're gonna go see Old Red. And hopefully, this will be a nice reunion. Thank you for the worry, Dim Sorbel. Much appreciated. Here she is, Old Red. This is the person you were looking for, isn't it? Old Red, is that really you? The helpless little pup I rescued way back when? Aww. You finally tricked then? It's me, Old Red. It's Ruby. He's so happy. This is adorable. He's acting like a puppy again. Puppy. Well, someone likes a good pampering. Look at you, all puppy dog-eyed and mellow as honey. Oh, you ain't changed a bit, old boy. You knew you was hurting, and you tried to see this decrepit old lady one last time. You're a real tearjerker, you know that? Oh. He promised to return that pendant to you one day. That's why he was so desperate to find you. That's so. That's so. When I gave you that pendant, I thought of it as a sign that there'll always be a special bond between us. Always. Doesn't feel right to be taking it back. But if it's what you really want... There we go. Hmm? What's the matter, old boy? He says the paint went away. Oh my, so this pendant's the thing that's been causing you all that bother? Is that what you're saying? Golly, you were just such a tiny pup when I met you. I didn't think about it getting it tied around your neck as you got bigger. So Aldred wasn't really ill after all? He must have been able to perceive that something was wrong, but unable to pinpoint the exact problem. So it was a bit of a wild goose chase in the end. Still, all's well that ends well, I suppose. Look, can you look at that icon with Ruby and Aldred together? And Aldred has his tongue out. That is wonderful. Well, I'll be. I would never have believed it. I trust Torrido will welcome him now. I assure you, the Aldred is a gentle creature. He would never attack this town or its people. After all, this is where his best friend lives. My eyes are telling me one thing, but my head, it still don't wash. Hang it all. He's a real curly wolf, ain't he? Maybe now you stop being such a crocker and keep an open mind. Now I have a question for you, Mr. Layton. You didn't just come here to help Aldred out of the kindness of your heart, now did you? Alas, no, that was not our original goal. We were actually hoping to acquire the pendant that was around Aldred's neck. You want this pendant? That's the reason why you've been chasing the old boy around like a hungry coyote? I suppose now that there ain't nothing to stop him coming down to see me, maybe we don't need it no more. Go on, take it, for I changed my mind. Are you quite sure, madam? Now what did I just say? All else I could do with it is give it to Scarlet, much as she don't care for it. When I first saw that tall hat of yours, I thought, Ruby, your granddaughter's falling with a bad crowd. But now I see it ain't so. Take it already. What a bunch you need it more than she and I. And that's another egg collected. Thank you, Ruby. Your kindness knows no bounds. Wish me luck, Yellow. I am crossing my fingers that the stream doesn't crash. Best of luck, Berry. Does Big Hat mean big trouble for her? Perhaps she associated the big hat with something else. It does give me memories of on One Future. Oh, you old namby-pamby thing. Looks like the two of us have gotten all together, eh? To be honest, I don't see how Flynn could have fallen in love with you at first sight, silly fool. Aww. That was absolutely adorable. Quite the short detour. But that was very fun. Welcome back, sirs and madams. I trust your expedition was a roaring success. It was indeed, and we were able to obtain an egg thanks to Luke's unconventional language skills. Yep, being able to talk to animals certainly has its advantages. That is marvelous news. I shall begin preparation for our departure whenever you're ready. You know, this egg is the first AZRAN artifact to be discovered in this part of the world. I had no idea the AZRAN ones live here. We did, but even in our time, it was an arid land. Aurora, you've recorded memories of this place. Partially, yes. I recall that the AZRAN once tried to rejuvenate these dying lands. But their technology was, at the time, insufficient. They could not restore balance to its ecosystem. That is all I remember. Fascinating. So the AZRAN, like us, lived through the ages of varying technological progress. Thank you for the stretch, Alfred. It's much appreciated. And the water, of course. A very probable theory, Luke. Mankind has always built upon the past in the hope of founding an even brighter future. And now that Torrido has made peace with Old Red, they can look forward to a brighter future too. I wholeheartedly agree. Well, I believe it's time for us to depart, shall we? I get the feeling that the chapter is not gonna end until we visit all 5 locations. Look at that precious, precious wolf. Wolves are truly wonderful. Let's save real quick. And that's 3 eggs we got. Big boy and his friend the old lady indeed. Well, since we're going in order, the next destination shall be the hillside. A rustic idle town known for its strong winds. Its self-reliant population make a living farming the lush surrounding pastures. Another adventure awaits. Phew, that was an awfully bumpy journey. I thought the Bostonians was going to flip over at one point. I trust everyone is alright. Of course, don't worry Raymond, looks a bit of a scaredy cat, that's all. Hey, just because you weren't frightened doesn't mean you can make fun of everyone else. I'm afraid I was unprepared for such a strong headwind. My inability to predict this development is a stain on my reputation. Don't be so hard on yourself. The weather is nothing if not unpredictable. I'm sensing something. The light of the AZRAN shines brightly in this area. Oh? You seem really confident about that, Aurora. Yes, it's as though I'm being guided by some powerful force. Well, that's got to be a good sign, right? The AZRAN are practically showing us the way. I urge you all to take care. I shall be here awaiting your return as always. Okay. What does this town have to offer for us? Okay. Wow, just look at that view. You can see for miles and miles up here. This village goes by the name of Hoogland. It is a farming community nestled among a range of tall mountains. At first glance, it almost makes me think of Dropstone from Diabolical Box. Or even Miss Hallory from Spectre's Call. My word, it is terribly windy. I have to watch the wind doesn't blow my hat clean off. You do well to watch out, Professor. Look at the size of these windmills. It must take quite the gust to get them turning. Seeing things like this is a real reminder what force nature can be. It's outstanding. And if Aurora thinks there's an egg around here, then I can't wait to get started on our investigation. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for you to hone your talent as a photographer too, Emmy. Definitely, my shot is going to get a real workout. In fact, perhaps that friendly-looking gentleman over there will agree to pose for a couple of shots. A friendly-looking gentleman. What about the cow, though? Wow, she's enormous. A sure sign of a happy, carefree life. Oh, travelers, are we? You did well to find us all the way out here. Excuse me, sir, would you mind having your photograph taken? A photograph? Photomograph of me? Right you are, young lady. I suppose I better strike a pose for you then, eh? Oh, nice. That's a great photo right there. One more. Alright, that's enough now. You don't want to be wasting your camera film on me. Not with the wedding ceremony about to start. A wedding? How wonderful. And it's the perfect day for it too. A pretty young lady like you would make a fine bride yourself, you know. If you say so. Oh, I do. Now you better hurry if you want to catch a glimpse of the bride. See you around, eh? Can we check it out, Professor? I'd like to see what the Hoogland wedding is like. Don't forget why we're here, Emmy. Thought I confess I'm rather curious myself. Don't worry, Professor. I plan to multitask. We'll be living here with a stack of wedding photos and the AZRAN egg. I really hope so, Emmy. Now let's continue into the village, shall we? Okay, I didn't get the chance to investigate much, but before we go... Okay, the windows... There's a hint coin. Another hint coin. Oh, wait. Oh, a family of bugs and a worm were under there. That is a goofy looking cow. Quite the perfect way of describing her, but still cute. I don't think this cow's interested in talking to me, Professor. She's too busy drinking water, which I will do so myself as well. I'll follow the example of our friend the cow. Oh, is that a sheep? What is this thing? It seems so fluffy. That is indeed a sheep. And a bunny. And the bunny has a puzzle. Oh, how cute this bunny is, Aurora. Oh, he has a puzzle for us. Puzzle 72. Bemused bunnies. Okay. Heavy rain has completely messed up the routes that these rabbits usually take when they go home. Can you rearrange the paths so that the black and white rabbits can go from their current positions to their respective homes? The paths are divided into 4 panels. It's up to you to arrange them correctly. Okay. Okay, panels. Oh, these panels. Okay. 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 It's already given us... Okay. The white bunny... Is that okay? Let me check. The white bunny can take this route right here. And the black bunny can take this route right here. So yeah, this seems correct to me.
Let's see.
Marvelous.
That one's in the trunk.
What a sweet little thing. Do you think he mind if I petted him? It is interesting that it's very left. Mere short minutes of bunnies showing up in the game. I wish all animals could be this soft. All these green fields must be heavily for the animals. So we have cows, sheep, and bunnies here. More sheep. Oh, what a fresh breeze. What's wrong, Professor? Brace yourselves, everyone. A tornado?
My word.
Not such a fresh breeze anymore, damn. Indeed. Oh, phew. What in the world was that? I'm surprised it didn't blow these houses away. Look around, look. It kind of did. Did you see the wedding party? They seem completely undeterred by what just happened. To think they would still consider going ahead with the ceremony after witnessing such destruction to the village. Astonishing. It really is. Let's find out where they are headed, Professor. There must be someone around here who can tell us. Oh, the sheep had a puzzle? Also, this is an adorable design for a sheep. Excuse me, the bride who was just over here, do you know where she was going? Bride, you mean Romilda, do you, eh? I suppose so. I was hoping to take some photographs of the ceremony, you see. Oh, so you want to take a photograph of Romilda, but not one of me, eh? This puzzle teach you to be so rude. Puzzle 73. Counting sheep. A sheep-related puzzle. Okay. Okay, this farmer has a flock of around 400 sheep. Keen to find out the exact number, he started counting. He counted them in batches, hoping to save time, but lost track at the end anyway. All he remembers is that when he counted them 3 at a time, he had 1 left over. When he counted them 4 at a time, he had 2 left over. When he counted them 5 at a time, he had 4 left over. And when he counted them 7 at a time, he had 2 left over. How is not taking photos of a random person rude? That is a good question. Can you work out how many sheep he has? Oh, they're being sheared, as you can see. They get there super fluffy. And the fluff pile keeps increasing. I want to see how tall it can get. Oh, it reached its limit. Okay. Okay. So... Okay, so... Around 400. And... What did the instructions say again? When he counted them 3 at a time, he had 1 left over. When he counted them 4 at a time, he had 2 left over. Counted 5 at a time, he had 4 left over. And he counted 7 at a time, he had 2 left over. Okay. I love the animation for this puzzle. It's so cute. It is absolutely adorable. I just love the animations the 3DS games give the puzzles and the environments. They feel so lively and cute. They're just a joy to be in and a joy to look at. Nothing against, of course, the DS games. But environment-wise, it's just... The 3DS games, I just enjoy them more personally. I feel like I would love a remake of Pandora's Box with the style of the 3DS games. Okay, so all we have to do is divide 400 by 7 by 5 by 5 and all those numbers that they gave us. Is it 394? 395? No, 394. I think. That's the thing with math. It only takes one small calculus mistake for this whole operation to be incorrect. But I am fairly confident it's 394. Let's see.
Want an answer? How's this?
Marvelous.
Piece of cake.
Good job. Okay. Good job. There, we solved your puzzle. Now will you tell us the way to the wedding ceremony, please? The wedding's happening in the chapel on that there hill. That's where Romilda is headed. I see. Well, thanks for your help. I'll come back and take some photos around here just as soon as the wedding's over. It really is a lovely little village. Counting sheep, what a professional sleeper. I just took a screenshot of the sheep. Let me see how it turned out. For there is this Twitter account dedicated to posting appearances of sheep in video games, and it doesn't have a LAYTON one for some reason. But I am fairly certain that this screenshot could appear in that Twitter page, no problem. I managed to capture it just in time. I read a moment there. Why don't you get married with Romilda? Well, if you like it so much, why don't you get married like Romilda? Huh? Then you'll be a part of the village forever and ever. If a nice looking lady like you got a hitch here, it will definitely make the village a happier place to be. Well, thank you, I suppose. You're welcome, lady. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. So the bridge's gone to the chapel. Is everything alright, Professor Sycamore? Oh yes, I was just wondering where the groom was, that's all. Even the sheep says bye. It's a very polite sheep. Well, he's probably waiting for her there. So that's what usually happens, isn't it? Over there. Look, that must be the chapel up there. Let's go see him for ourselves. Okay. Well, it appears we've made it in time for the wedding ceremony. Something's not right though. There seems to be a bit of a kerfuffle going on. Sage Shepherd, wait! Hear me speak but once more. This nightmare tortures me, consumes my soul. Why must you push her through the chapel door? Why must Romilda face such misery? I beg, Sage Shepherd, close the chapel door. My fair Romilda merits not this fate. Julian, stop it, would you? Romilda, that you say this is your will. It surely cannot be what you desire. Deny this custom and refuse its aim. Listen, I'm happy. I want to be the Dragon Lord's bride. Dragon Lord. I'm happy, alright? So, I guess this is it. Goodbye, Julian. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but you'll be happy again someday. I know it. Romilda, this cannot... Today we witness the union of Romilda and the mighty Dragon Lord. A union that will bless our village with fair winds. Come, fair winds, bring your blessed breezes to bear upon our village. It is time to seal this union. Close the chapel door. Sage Shepherd, please do what you have done. The wedding ceremony is concluded. Meal and cry all you like, dear boy, but I know that nothing will change. Romilda is now the Dragon Lord's wife. Romilda! Dear sweet Romilda! Oh, the youth of today. It looks as though the wedding ceremony has finished. It is a shame you couldn't take any wedding photographs after following the bride all the way here. I am curious to meet someone whose name is Dragon Lord. What we just saw was not a wedding, Aurora. Oh? No, something is very wrong here. We should talk to the man in the blue gown and find out what's going on. But before we do that, let me inspect that sandwich. I wouldn't know where to start with a sandwich this big. A fine combination, but it's a few pickles short of a plug maintenance. I got to eat something soon, Professor. I'm going to collapse. Sandwich has been inspected. Bless you, travelers. Thank you for visiting our village. The ceremony is now over, but please stay a while and enjoy the local area. Actually, I was rather hoping to ask you about the ceremony we just witnessed. You see, I was planning on taking some photographs, but that wasn't like any wedding I've ever seen. Photographs? Of Romilda? Well, I'm afraid it's a little late for that, dear girl. Romilda is now married to the Dragon Lord. Her soul shall soon depart this chapel to blow a fair wind through our village. Her soul shall depart? You mean she will die? You've sacrificed her. How could you do such a thing? My dear ladies, you witnessed the vicious whirlwinds that struck the village moments before the ceremony, did you not? Yes, its force was quite frightening. I've never seen anything like that before. That whirlwind was the manifestation of the Dragon Lord's wrath. It is to appease this wrath that we present the Dragon Lord with a bride from the village. So it's not an actual groom. They're just giving women to this quote-unquote Dragon Lord because they believe that is the cause of all the strong winds that are devastating the village. It is a bride's duty to relinquish her human form and become a gentle breeze, blessing our village for so long as it may last. It scares me to know how many women they have sacrificed, and it still hasn't worked. So she is going to die. This is unacceptable. Open that door right now. Absolutely not. This ceremony has been held in this village since time immemorial. Do you truly think we'd allow some purely tourist girl to come along and ruin everything by opening the chapel door? I would advise you to forget what you have seen here, dear girl. Forget all about this village and enjoy the rest of your trip. Ugh. Look how thick the door is. That's no chapel. That is a prison. And though the man implied this is an ancient ceremony, I find it hard to believe that there is a connection to the AZRAN in this. This isn't the time to think about the AZRAN, Professor. What about that poor bride? If we don't find a way into the chapel, she's going to die in there. We can worry about the egg later. Stay calm, Emmy. I understand how you feel, but you should first consider our option before doing anything rash. But Professor Sika... Everyone, please listen. I sense it. I can sense the force of the aura stone. It's coming from inside the chapel. Does this mean... There is more. There is another force inside this chapel, something more powerful than the aura stone. Something related to the AZRAN? But surely this chapel was built long after the demise of the AZRAN. How can the two possibly be connected? I don't know. Well, there must be some connection, or I wouldn't be sensing something here otherwise. Either way, I still think that bride is our top priority. At least now we have two reasons to find a way into the chapel. I suppose you're right. This is a dumb custom, I agree, Serval. Let's start by asking around the village for more information. Hopefully someone can point us in the right direction. The people of Foodland seem to think that the whirlwinds affecting their village are the work of a certain Dragon Lord. Hoogland is home to a disturbing custom in which a young lady from the village is selected to be the Dragon Lord's bride and locked up in the local chapel as part of their wedding ceremony. Why on earth do they persist with such a tradition? What can we interact with here? A hint coin in that tree. What about the Aha! Now the wedding is over, you're going to take my photograph, right? Romilda is being sacrificed and you all care about having your photo taken? Unbelievable. So you're saying you're not going to take one of mine? You meanie. Look, the only one who can do anything about Romilda is Romilda herself, and she's married to the Dragon Lord now. The Dragon Lord does exist, you know? Romilda is someone we can all be proud of. I've never seen a bride so willing to serve the village. Good on her, I say. Do you really think she's serving the village, sir? Of course she is. How could locking someone in a chapel make the slightest bit of difference to how windy it is around here? Oh, I always thought your traveling types were a bit dim. What do you want from me? A scientific explanations? But the bride dies. Don't you realize that's what you're doing is wrong? Try and imagine something for me, boy. Imagine living in a place where only fair winds bring happiness, where wrathful winds can destroy everything in a flash. But this is a milling village. We need the wind to survive. The Dragon Lord provides us with that wind, so we must appease him. We know how precious life is. We know that better than anyone, alright? That's why we offer a life to the Dragon Lord. It's the most precious thing we can offer. This shit's a cult. Indeed, CJ. This is undoubtedly messed up. That's not kind reason at all. You're just murderers. Also, welcome to the stream, my friend. You know what, young lady? If you don't like it, maybe you should get out of our village. Leave us here with Romilda's blessed breeze, filling our lungs, bringing us happiness, in and out. Sacrificing people to try to make life better for the village. Do people really take superstitions this far, Amy? All I know is that happiness should never come at the expense of someone else's life. Anyone who believes otherwise is just deluding themselves. Simply forget all you have seen here, travelers. Continue your journey and enjoy your sightseeing. Though if you do wish to take a photograph of me before you depart, I would of course be more than happy to oblige. Disgusting. I can't believe that silly Romilda stopped to talk to Julian in front of the chapel. The Dragon Lord will have been irked, I'm sure. Excuse me, madam. I wonder if I could trouble you for a few details concerning Julian and Romilda. Goodness me, no. I can't talk about something like that with someone from outside the village. Well, we saw them both talking outside the chapel. Oh, how embarrassing they are. How dare they act like that? Their antics always were a disgrace to the whole village. Appalling. Do you really think so? Well, of course I do. Who wouldn't? Don't you think it's more appealing that you're carrying on with these outrageous ceremonies? Sticking your nose into a village business, are you? Want to know all about our customs? I assure you, madam, we're simply planning to write a big article on us, I bet. I've seen your journalist types before, always sniffing around. We're not sniffing around for anything. We just want to find out more about the chapel so we can go and rescue Romilda. Be quiet, will you? We will not talk of such things. Who do you think you are, strolling in here trying to change our way of life? I demand that you leave this instant. If it weren't for this puzzle I need solving. Convenient. Puzzle 74. Pampering your pets. You decided to give some treats to your pets, who all like different things, but you've forgotten what each animal likes. You're sure that A likes either ice cream or chocolate, and that B likes pie or ice cream. You're also certain that C likes either pie or chocolate, and that it's certain that's either A or D that is the ice cream fan. Unfortunately, you got no idea which pet likes cakes. Using the information you do remember, give each pet their favorite treat. Okay, but what animals are we talking about here, I wonder? Definitely not a dog if we're offering them chocolate. Tatsuya, we have an honorism. Welcome to the stream show. It is a pleasure to see you. Okay. So, hypothetically, if B is the one that likes ice cream, pie or ice cream, because you have multiple ones that like the same thing here, so we're gonna distribute things here. Okay. You're sure that A likes ice cream or chocolate, but B likes pie or ice cream. You're also certain that C likes either pie or chocolate. So maybe C's chocolate, which would free the pie to be consumed by either... Okay. So that frees up the ice cream as well. Let's say that's A for now. Yeah, because C it's either pie or chocolate. A says it's ice cream or chocolate as well, but the chocolate is already covered by C, so it has to be ice cream for A. C likes pie or chocolate, and it's either A or D that it's an ice cream fan. Unfortunately, no idea what pet likes pie, likes cake. Well, now that we know that A is the one that likes ice cream, B would be yes, that's the one. And this would be my answer. A likes ice cream, B likes pie, C likes chocolate, and D likes cake.
Right, I'm all set.
Marvelous.
I'm in top form today.
Good job. Good job, partner. I had a feeling you'd be able to help me. You journalists are supposed to be good at giving people what they want. I'm sure you'll refuse to believe me, but we're really not journalists. Madam, please, we only wish to gain a better understanding of what took place here in the village today. Alright. You got honest eyes. I'll tell you what's going on. Romilda and Julian were engaged to be married, you see. They've been going out for years. Oh no. A lovely couple they were. I'm sure they've been very happy together, if it weren't for this ceremony business. This village lives in fear of the Dragon Lord, you see. That's why we make the sacrifices. I know, the very idea of it is awful. Where is Julian now? You'll probably find him near his windmill. I warned you now, though. The poor boy will be nigh on inconsolable. Many thanks for your assistance, miss. Beatrix. Now, you be better move along. People would get suspicious if they see me talking to you. Let's head on to Julian's windmill. We need to have a word with him. This might be the most messed up village we've seen so far. It seems so peaceful, but... oh. Let me give you some context, show. This village is constantly assaulted by constant strong winds, borderline in tornadoes. And the village believes that this is the work of some sort of Dragon Lord. So to appease the Dragon Lord, they sacrifice young women to marry the Dragon Lord. And every time there is a soft, warm, and nice wind, they consider it as the Dragon Lord being appeased. So we've discovered this, and we are truly repulsed by this custom of this town. So we're doing something about it. Keep going. Oh, hidden puzzle. These people are basically murderers, pretty much. Look over there, Emmy, a butterfly. You know, I have a great way to attract butterflies. Here, try this, look. What is this gonna be? Puzzle 75. Golden butterfly. Okay, here are three fruity syrups that each have a different level of sweetness. When mixed together correctly, they make a special concoction that can lure a golden butterfly. Making the concoction is something of a delicate art though. If it's too sweet, it will attract bees. If it's not sweet enough, the only insect that it will be interested in it is the green beetle. Using at least one measure of each syrup, see if you can get just the right balance to lure the elusive golden butterfly. Carthage used to occasionally sacrifice children to a fire pit to appease their god of agriculture. It is kind of like that, yes. Okay. So it cannot be too sweet or... Okay. Okay. Wait a second here. Using at least one measure of its syrup, you can just get the right balance to lure the elusive butterfly. Okay. So are they order it from most sweet to least sweet? I imagine. I would assume if that's the case, and if you want to balance it out just right. 2 pineapples, two of the most sweet, 2 of the least sweet, and 1 in the middle. Oh,
Maybe this is it.
okay. Marvelous.
The professor's apprentice saves the day.
Okay, good. That's the golden butterfly. It looks like a fairy. That's pretty cute, actually. Oh, that butterfly's so close. I could just reach out and grab it. And what would you do with it? Butterflies don't exactly make the best pets, you know. Okay. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Hello there, Julian, I presume? You were outside the chapel, were you not? I fear I have no time for idle chat. Why not? What are you doing? If you must know, I wish to lick my wounds. Romilda, parting is such a bitter sorrow. I don't believe it. Romilda's life is in danger, and all you can do is stand around mopping. Did you not hear the words that left her lips? She gladly weds the wrathful dragon lord. Aside she cast me into a darkness deep. No greater, clearer sign can she show. For me she holds no will, no need, no love. You don't really believe that, do you? Oh, woe is me. Poor Jolene has just endured a genuinely harrowing experience, Emmy. I doubt we'll be able to reason with him right now. But Professor... Our apologies, Julian. Romilda. Gentle, sweet Romilda. If you've seen the animated TV show Unicorn Warriors Eternal, a wedding interrupted by a supernatural event, it's nothing new. With British people, no less. Look, Julian, why don't you come with us to rescue her? There might still be time if we go to the chapel straight away. But with keen eyes in the chapel, then they too watch. The shepherd surely shall not let us in. All is futile. I beg you, stranger, leave me be. Be gone, for I am not the hero you require. Thanks, Cornelius. The show is pretty nice. It's really well animated, and it definitely has that Samurai Jack style that Gendy is known for. So you're gonna see a lot of his style in there. Some really funny dry humor, a lot of action, and characters barely smiling. I will warn you though, the ending does leave things open for a season 2 that still has not been confirmed. But the show is less than a year old, so hopefully it will get a season 2. That's as much as I can tell you without spoilers. Chilini is going to need a little bit more time to pull himself together, it seems. Well, in that case, we'll just have to find a way into the chapel ourselves. My thoughts exactly. Okay. Shall we keep exploring, perhaps? Oh, you're still here, I see, young lady. You know, if you like the village so much, you could always get married here. To be frank, if your village I find your village utterly disgusting. I do enjoy Emmy being honest like this. Oh, it looks like it's true what they say about big city girls. Rude, spoiled, and empty-headed. People around here grow up though, see? It's not just the wind. There's all the geological subsidence too. Recklessly honest. Hold on, geological subsidence? Do you mean to say that the whirlwinds are not the only natural disasters you have to contend with here? Oh, pretty sharp, aren't you, Top Hat? Yes, this land is full of holes. There's been lots of accidents over the years. The base of the hill where the chapel stands now is especially bad. You had to fill in the hole after hole to build a house around here. Why would anyone live here? The hill where the chapel stands? That's right. The whole thing is riddled with holes and tunnels all the way around. Building around there is a real nightmare. That's why everything's so highly pigleted up here, see? And that's why the you city types can't handle it. Is that so? Many thanks for all the information, sir. Your words have been most enlightening. I get the feeling that we're gonna use these so-called holes and tunnels for our advantage. Always happy to help, not to boast or anything, but there is no one who knows more about than me about this village. That was pretty interesting, wasn't it, Professor? Who had thought the chapel would be surrounded by tunnels? A surprising revelation indeed. Surely it is no coincidence that the chapel was built in such a spot. I believe there's an extremely high possibility that one of those tunnels will lead directly to the chapel's interior. Well, really? But I can't see any holes or tunnels from here, Professor. Say, why don't we take a look at the other side of the hill over near that forest? Perhaps there are some tunnels over there. A fine idea, Emmy. My only concern is that we might get lost among the trees if we head there without a guide. I bet Julian knows his way through the forest, but he's probably still too upset to help us at the moment. You may be right, Luke. Let's continue our investigation. Perhaps we will discover something that will motivate him to help us. Okay. What if you talk to the shepherd again? You appear rather downhearted, said Shepherd. To serve the Dragonlord is my calling, but when my work is done, I am but human. I weep just like any other. Don't expect us to feel sympathy for you. Still, it is not easy to see a man so racked with guilt. Oh, mighty Dragonlord, grant me your assistance. These strangers have come to torment my soul. You're determined to run here, looking away all the so-called brides. I have locked no one away. Each one of the Dragon Lord's brides has entered the chapel willingly, with joy in their heart. Joy? I must admit, I find that hard to believe. This is ridiculous. There's no way all those women entered willingly. What about Romilda? I saw her going into the chapel, and she didn't look at the least bit joyful. But did she seem afraid? I assure you she was not. She proceeded of her own volition. Hers was a sacrifice we can all admire. I do understand your point of view, believe me. Even I sometimes wish to put an end to this tradition. The man appears to be rather conflicted in his own particular way. Conflicted or not, his beliefs and actions make him a dangerous man. We cannot allow him to cause any more harm. She must have known she was going to die. She must have been afraid, and yet she kept all that emotion buried. It's terrible. I wonder, what if the brides truly aren't afraid of going into the chapel? What do you mean, Professor? I think I understand what you're getting at. We may have been laboring under a significant misapprehension. Indeed. So we cannot be certain yet, of course. I have a horrible feeling that someone is watching us. I wish to put an end to this tradition. Still locks ladies inside the chapel. Ugh. For the quote-unquote greater good. It's okay, Aurora. You got nothing to worry about while I'm around. We'll only arouse further suspicion if we start to act rashly. Let's collect a bit more information, then go talk to Julian. Okay, we haven't gone left in a while. Let's talk to Mr. Sheepman here. I'm ready to have my photograph taken any time. Do it now before you run out of camera film. Emmy is so tired of this. Cow is our only friend here, and sheep. The animals, basically. I mean, Romilda's turned into the wind, so you can't take any photographs of her. It's got to be my turn now, eh? And looking someone in the chapel is supposed to turn them into wind, is it? You don't think it's true? Well, it is. The bride turns into wind, everybody knows that. I've even got proof. When the ceremony is over, see, and everyone's forgotten all about it, old shepherd opens the door, and the only thing that's left behind is the chapel is the bride's wedding dress. I saw it with my own two eyes. Her wedding dress? That's right, lady. Well, not just the dress, the shoes, the veil, all that stuff, just lying on a pile on the floor. Which means the bride's turned into wind. There's no other explanation, is there, eh? Bah. Bah. The name of the ship is Felicia. I need to take a screenshot of this. Excuse me. So the brides just disappear completely? Bones and all? Yeah, I don't want to think about what happens in the chapel. Don't be silly, look. We had to find out what happens to those women. Oh dear, I don't understand this. This village, the traditions. I just don't understand what's happening here. I know what you mean. Everything we've seen and heard so far has been very troubling. Indeed, a number of unsettling incidents have taken place here. There may yet be an unexpected explanation, however. Oh? What kind of explanation, Professor? All I can say is that we should not sink into despondency just yet. Certainly not before we have a word with this fine lady, at least. Fine lady? Professor, do you mean... Ah, there you are, Beatrix. Shh, keep your voice down, will you? Just thought you should know I went to see her. That stubborn little minx. Her? Surely you don't mean Romilda. Honestly, pipe down, will you? Of course, Romilda. Who else would I be talking about? The brides escaped from the chapel after the ceremony, don't they, madam? What? How do you know that? Well, as soon as I heard that the bride's clothes were left behind, I started to wonder. Maybe they used the tunnels that we were talking about before. I thought perhaps someone would be waiting with a change of clothes for the brides, allowing them to escape. Oh, it's you, isn't it, Beatrix? You're the one who helps them. Women here have been doing it for generations. It's the perfect way for them to leave the village. The men have no idea. So the ladies know that this is absolutely crazy. So they are tricking the men into believing that they're following with their traditions. Interesting. So Romilda has escaped as well, has she? Shh! I told you to keep your voice down. Actually, I have a little trouble with that at the moment. She's stubborn, you see. Stubborn and stupid. She must really believe she's calming the Dragon's Lord wrath up there in the chapel. What? Surely not. You'd think that seeing me wandering there would change things, but now she's more determined and stubborn than ever. I really don't know what's going into her. None of the girls caused a fuss like this back in the day. Look, Beatrix, will you tell us the route you took into the chapel? What's the point? If she won't listen to me, I doubt she's going to listen to some fancy-pants strangers. In that case, you shall require some assistance from Julian. Julian? Why him? He loves Romilda with all his heart. If there is anyone she would listen to, it would be him. I suppose you're right, though it does feel a bit strange to think of a man using the secret forest path to the chapel. But it's the right thing to do. Now listen carefully, because you need to follow these paths exactly. Pick 2 mushrooms, then 1 strawberry, and repeat until you reach the other side. And don't walk down any path twice. Every girl in the village knows those steps off by heart. Follow them to the letter, or you'll never find the entrance tunnel. Thanks, Beatrix. I got to dash. You lot shouldn't hang around here for too long either. People will start to talk. Okay. Let's go and see Julian. Hopefully we can persuade him to help us. Okay. Interesting. So they all know. Julian, you got to help us rescue Romilda. Come on. You're here again? I thought I made it clear that all such efforts would accomplish naught. We have new information. There is a tunnel that will lead us straight into the chapel. Its entrance is on the other side of the forest. This is your chance, Julian. You have to save your beloved Romilda. What? Fair Romilda. Yes, beloved Romilda, rescue you I will. That's so loud. You don't want the whole village to know what we're up to, do you? No, fair maid. That is not what I want. Let us pass through wards within the windmill here, lest cruel winds carry them to prying ears. Well, he certainly seems to have a spring in his step again. Indeed. And long may we continue. Please, time, so fleeting, does not but escape. Pray come inside with a haste so we may speak. Very well. In we go. I'm gonna assume... Don't fuck this up, Julian. Indeed. Oh, what was that? What is... Oh. Okay, I see. A puzzle? Oh, so Julian's been hiding puzzles here, has he? Puzzle 76. Troubled waters. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. The bridge across this river has been destroyed by a storm, leaving the local villagers stranded. Can you help them create a makeshift bridge out of scrap materials? Move and rotate the various pieces of scrap and get the makeshift bridge completed as quickly as possible. Be aware that the pieces of the old bridge are blocking the river, so you won't be able to dump the scrap material in some places. Okay. I see. Okay. This matches this shape right here quite easily. As for the other ones, this is where it gets tricky. But it is 3 blocks high. Do we have Score base we do. Okay. Okay. And now the rest should be simple enough. I just find a way to rotate this. And there you go.
Want an answer? How's this? Piece of cake.
Marvelous. Quite a simple puzzle for bin 76. Well, that's the puzzle done. I hope that Julian wasn't saving it for a rainy day. Hint coin. Anything else around here? Julian appears to have built a wind-powered bread maker. Ingenious. Hint coin. Another hint coin. Looks like this cupboard is where all the essentials are kept. What about if we keep looking up? He's smarter than he looks. Hint coin. Now let's talk to him now. It's good to see you in high spirits, Julian. My spirits rise, but fear still clings on tight. Please tell me quickly of this forest path. Of course, though we must remain vigilant as we go through the forest. The earth beneath our feet could crumble at any moment. Be not concerned, comrades, for I shall lead. No man knows the land better than this swain. Is this a shovel which I see before me, the handle toward the wall? Come, let me clutch thee. Just a moment, Julian. We haven't even explained the route yet. The route? Ah yes, the route of which you spoke. Perhaps you could illuminate me now. Pick 2 mushrooms, then 1 strawberry and repeat until you reach the other side. And don't walk down any path twice. Though it eludes me how you know such things, I have no time and no desire to ask. Onwards. I must learn of Romilda's feelings true. I need to hear of them with mine own ears. I am sure you will have the opportunity to talk to her at length about such matters. This dilly-dally serves for naught, kind sir. Let us make haste, for fair Romilda awaits. Well, you've heard the mister. Alert me when you are prepared to go. Then the trail to Romilda we shall take. Before we do that, allow me to save real quick. And we'll be closer to getting the 4th egg. Thank you for the word, my friend. Okay. Your preparations are complete? Good news! Romilda, love, we make our way to thee. Julian, there is something I need to tell you. Pray tell, good sir, what need you say to me? We have a long and difficult journey ahead of us. If something happens along the way, you need to be prepared to go and rescue Romilda alone. Do not falter, Julian. Once people are gone, they cannot come back, no matter how much you want them to. Fear not, kind sir, for my Romilda, sweet, I happily will go to any length. But hark! These trees will seek lie up ahead. The way may be unclear, but I'll be strong. My feelings for Romilda as my guide, I shall cut through the forest air until I find a hole into the chapel. Yes, I foresee it shall be a steep drop, but I only leap down and... On second thoughts, it might be best to make sure Julian stays with us. We don't need another missing person to worry about. I agree. This person's going to get himself stuck in a ditch if we leave him to it. Come on, Julian. We'll help you find a route through the forest. Such joyous news! Now follow, everyone. We'll find that entrance in no time at all. Romilda, my sweet, we make haste for thee. Well, you can't fault his enthusiasm. That is definitely true. Fruits and fungi. Okay. Our love-struck hero Julian must lead everyone through this forest and into the chapel. One wrong turn though, and they'll all be hopelessly lost. Luckily, Layton and the others know a trick to making it through. Pick 2 mushrooms, then 1 strawberry, and repeat until they reach the other side. And don't walk down any path twice. Okay. Can you help Julian find the secret path through the forest and make it to the other side of... Okay. As you can see, some of the paths are like overlain on top of other ones. The paths are overlapping each other. Okay. Let's say 2 mushrooms, strawberry. Oh, the animations are cute. 2 mushrooms, strawberry, 2 mushrooms, strawberry, 2 mushrooms, strawberry, 2 mushrooms, strawberry? We didn't go through any path twice at all, so I would assume that's the one. 2 mushrooms, strawberry, 2 mushrooms, strawberry, 2 mushrooms, strawberry, 2 mushrooms, strawberry, 2 mushrooms, strawberry. Let's see.
Okay, Emmy, time to shine.
Marvelous.
Bring on the next one.
Would it have been funny if Julian got his own puzzle-solving animation just for this one puzzle? But I'm gonna assume Amy just did it for him. That's funnier. This must be the entrance that Beatrix was talking about. A tunnel here, in midst of trees and hills? The light of the AZRAN is getting stronger. Well, in that case, we better hurry. Oh, I was just hit with flashbacks by this music. You recognize it? For this is the Catacombs theme song from Miracle Mask. When Randall, quote unquote, we thought he died. I remember spending an entire chapter pushing rocks and dodging mummies. That was not very fun, but otherwise that game is wonderful. Pumpkin? The pumpkin had a hint going. Those dumb rolling meatballs. What in the world? Alas, our trail is blocked by boulders. Great. But this must be the path that Beatrix took. What happened here? The passage has collapsed. Beatrix took a risk in coming through here. We got to do something to move these rocks out of the way, Professor, or we'll never make it to the chapel. Stand back, fur maid. I shall take care of this. With spade in hand, I'll clear the path of rocks. Okay. Okay. Simple enough. Quite strong for a simple man with a shovel. I guess love is a pretty powerful, well, source of strength. You never doubt what a person in love is capable of doing. You don't mind rocks with a shovel, Julian. Have you never played Minecraft? Phew. Moving boulders is not an easy task. Well, you are not equipped with the appropriate tools, sir. That sound. Is that? I'm sorry, Julian. Sweet joy, it's true. Romilda, she still breathes. Let's hurry. Okay. Oh my, this looks much more sinister than I was expecting. This does look like a place where you would sacrifice someone more than a chapel. This is indeed an AZRAN construction. There's no doubt about it. Who would have thought there would be something like this hidden all the way down here? Romilda! Romilda, where are you, Romilda? Hint coin? Wait. An item? Those fans. This place looks definitely scary. Oh, Romilda! Julian, what are you doing here? Julian's come to rescue you, Romilda. No, you can't be here. You got to go. I'm married to the Dragon Lord now. Don't be so naive, Romilda. Listen, we've come all this way to save you. Let's hurry up and get out of here. I can't. I'm staying here. My fair Romilda, think of what you do. What sense makes it for you to end your life when you know well this custom is absurd? The Dragon Lord has wept so many times, yet nothing changes. Never shall he stop. You surely see that locking people up does not provide us with the peace we seek. Yeah, but if it's so, it won't be for nothing, you know, if I die. Romilda, please, whatever do you mean? I'm not going to turn into wind. I am not going to run away. I'm going to die here and leave my body behind for everyone to see. Then they'll all realize the Dragon Lord doesn't care about these human offerings. Okay, this changes everything. You're not staying here because you believe in the tradition. You just want to show everyone that all of this is absurd. You're still sacrificing yourself, but just to prove a point. Okay. She does know. Romilda, don't you get it? If I do this, it'll put a stop to these horrible ceremonies and the people of Woodland will finally get some peace. I'm really sorry, Julian, but this is how it has to be. That's crazy, but I respect it. It is extremely messed up, but... Romilda, no. This ending need not be. Romilda, please. Lo, here's the idol that they worship so. I shall see it gone and our village freed. Huh? Huh? What? What's happening, Julian? AZRAN technology. What in the world? Ugh. The purpose of that symbol is to drive away those who would harm the AZRAN. It lets those who would attempt to interfere with their workings know that their efforts will have no effect. And it shows them by pulling their weapons right from their hands. Whoa. It all makes sense now. This altar, these ruins. What's going on? What are you doing to the Dragon Lord? Romilda, we were about to put an end to the Dragon Lord's worth. Once and for all. You what? Romilda, put your faith in them, my dear. They brought me to this place and wish to help. If we want peace, we must believe in them. If not for these good people at my side, we'd not be standing here together now. And never would I have another chance to tell you how I feel. Oh, Julian. That altar holds the key to solving the mystery of the Dragon Lord. And of course, it's a puzzle. Okay. You've noticed as well, haven't you? This Dragon Lord altar, It is an AZRAN device designed to manipulate the wind currents in the area. Yes, I had noticed. The way it's set now, though it seems to be creating a countercurrent that flows directly against the main one. That must be because of all the whirlwinds here. The harmony here, it's been disrupted. I wonder if someone has interfered with the control panel. I thought the Austrian intended to leave it like this. That is true. Then we should do something to fix it. The cylinders should all be erased so that all the light can shine through. I see. Well, Professor, shall we take a look at this control panel then? Let's. Okay. Puzzle 78, all under control. Okay. The control panel for the device has 9 buttons, one for every cylinder. Pressing a button activates a total of 7 cylinders, starting with the one corresponding to the button press and then followed by every second cylinder in a clockwise direction. To fix the device, LAYTON must make all 9 cylinders visible by pressing a single button. Can you help him choose? You have only 3 chances. Okay. Start with the one corresponding to the button press and then followed by every second cylinder in a clockwise direction. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it? Is it that one, maybe? Yes.
That should do it.
Marvelous.
I think I'm in the mood for another.
Okay. We saved the village. Huh. Well, the clockwise piece of information is what gave it away. Marvelous. That light, what's going on? The imbalance has been rectified, and harmony is restored. All is as it should be. Are you? It's the egg. That's our 4th egg. Only one remains now. Everything is in its rightful place. That girl, is she the Dragon Lord's messenger or something? Has that which we've accomplished here brought peace? Shall Hoodland now be blessed by tranquil winds? Indeed, I believe that should put an end to the wrath of the Dragon Lord. Now, how about we return to the surface? This wind, something unusual has taken place. And something unusual takes place still. Where are these noises coming from inside the chapel? I shall have to open the door and see for myself. They even put a chain in it. These people are insane, as they say. You, what on earth are you doing inside the chapel? Side Shepherd, the Dragon Lord's most wrathful winds do cease. I tell you, with our triumph comes great joy, for fair Romilda's life has been preserved. What do you mean, dear boy? What has happened? The altar in your chapel was built by an ancient civilization. Something caused it to become imbalanced, which in turn caused the harsh winds you have come to know in the village. Fortunately, we were able to fix the issue. Only fair winds will blow through your village from now on. What? But how? Everything has been restored to how it should be. This fair wind is yours to enjoy. Allow it to heal you. Allow it to spread the seeds for a better future. Are you... Oh my. You're a disciple of the Dragon Lord, are you not? What have I been doing all this time? I refuse to listen to you. I spent my life defending this village customs. Goodness knows how many brides I've sacrificed. Well, we wouldn't have been able to resolve the imbalance of Romilda hadn't gone through with the ceremony. In a way, your final sacrifice did eventually bring peace to the village. Oh, I see. We're only telling you this so you don't live with the guilt of what you've done for the rest of your life. We're simply being nice, you see. Although we do know that no bride was ever harmed. Thankfully. In debt to you I shall forever be, for were it not for your heroic deeds, this fool would have no love, no home, and no peace. Also, the priest looks like he's scratching his tummy, that is true. I really owe you one, you saved my life. If it wasn't for you, well, I don't even want to think about it. But listen, you won't tell anyone about how Beatrix has been helping the brides, will you? It wouldn't be fair on her, or on all the brides she saved. Fear not, Romilda, it shall be our secret. I'm so glad we were able to get them back together. They look so happy. And we got to hold of the egg too. Talk about two birds with one stone. Oh, indeed, Luke. Now, let us return to the Bostonius. What a strange chapter. But I'm glad things ended up working out. Let's talk to Beatrice before we go. She is the one that helped us after all. Well, thanks for everything. Looks like those two can enjoy a bit of happiness now. So can the rest of the village for that matter. Now we don't have those silly ceremonies to worry about. Life should be much easier around here. In fact, I don't know what I'm going to do with all my free time. We will help Sage Shepherd we find a wife. A warm welcome back on board. I trust you breezed through your investigation. I wouldn't say it was that easy, but we did manage to find the egg, and even some AZRAN technology that still works. Also, notice how the people for Targent never showed up in this village. They were probably disgusted by the people's customs and decided to bail out of there immediately. We, on the other hand, we solved their problem and we found the egg. Simply let me know whenever you're ready to proceed to our next destination. Professor Layton, Emmy, there are some things about the AZRAN era that have returned to me. What, your memories are coming back? Yes, some. I can see a Windley Valley, and there are thousands of bird-like machines, all gliding on the breeze. It sounds as though the AZRAN has some aircraft of their own. Yes, I think they are a kind of aircraft. They carry people and other things, and they keep flying, never stopping to land. It's hard to imagine what sorts of things the AZRAN must have had. They didn't have any windmills like the ones we saw in Hoogland, though. Those windmills are an example of the creativity of your civilization. Seeing that made me really happy. That's good to hear, Aurora. Alright, I'd like to suggest we take this opportunity to depart. I believe we all had quite enough of Hoogland's winds for now. Goodbye, Hoodland. You strange little town. My bitter winds come your way. I'm glad those two can be happy now. And of course, after all that, happy ending for Romilda and Julian indeed. We've been traveling around so many places in this game, it's marvelous. This game truly feels like a finale. We are going all around the world to solve this big puzzle. And that only leaves one location, which is the walled city. But we'll have to tackle that final location next time in the next stream, which will happen in 2 days from now actually. Let me save once again just to be safe, and with that, we'll call it a day, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me in another adventure with Herschel, Layton, and the rest of our beautiful team of problem solvers. Thanks, buddy. Love you, Sumi. Love you all, everybody. Much love to everyone here. It's been a pleasure to stream for everybody as usual, and I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you all again pretty soon for more puzzles and adventures. Thank you to the patrons for their monthly support as well, of course. And without further ado, I will see you, Space Cowboy. Bang.
I was cooling in the motel for a minute. Loved ones that I won't tell how I'm living. Now I'm in the woods, trailer park, staying hidden. In the rap game, slashing through a million minions. IRL is lame cause I'm broke in Virginia. Surrounded by the slimy cold-blooded, they amphibians. I ain't dark as I was, hit the amphibian. Pulled a beam katana out, then the slaughterhouse. I was hired cause you talking loud, starting drumming out. I got fired cause I understood what they talking about. So I fight them cause I understand all they trauma now. In the woods, smoking on some woods, game me feeling good, but it's great. Can't escape my fate, would it if I could? On some LBs, for these LBs I had to hustle. Desperately trying to find paradise through this desperate struggle. Want to kill and be killed, it's the way that I'm living. Throw my life away, but I had to hide my feelings. Trying to stack LBs straight to the ceiling.